sounds are really nice today. And besides the waves lapping, the birds this morning are really, really, really happy. And it's actually raining just slightly. We have this light mist happening, and I think there's more coming, but right now it's just like a nice light mist. And right before I turned on the video, I saw two eagles. They flew over my head, and at first I thought they were fighting. They were right at each other, kind of attacking, kind of looking at each other, but actually I think they were kind of doing a little love dance, really. But do you know eagles can fly upside down? It is the most amazing thing. In mid-flight, they just turn upside down and they just kind of go, it's like, I don't even know how they do it. It's amazing. Anyways, they were doing that. It was really cool. And then like very shortly after that pair went by, kind of all tangled up in the air going by, here comes another eagle flying by, just kind of like he was just going to watch the show, I guess. It was pretty neat. Anyways, that was my morning so far. It's been a good morning so far. It's nice. It's nice. I don't know. I feel pretty relaxed this morning, which is nice because I haven't usually felt like that in a while. And I was actually going to talk a little bit about worry because it's something that I struggle with all the time. And although last week it was windy and you couldn't hear exactly what I was saying, one of the things that I say is that I come down here and really, you guys are my sounding board. It's whatever's in my head. I mean, you think I'm coming down here to give you advice. I'm giving myself advice. Come on. I'm coming down here and I'm going, hey, you know what? Really what I'm struggling with or what I'm thinking about and what I wish I could do better. That's what I come down here and talk about. So I've been struggling with worry, and I always do, right? And I was thinking about a time I was laying in bed worrying about my son who was on one more adventure in his life, climbing some mountain somewhere. And I'm laying in bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, worried about him, of course, as usual. And I'm looking over at my husband, who is sound asleep, just happy as can be. And at some point he rolled over and I asked him, I was like, how can you sleep when he's out there on top of that mountain? I mean, like, how can you possibly be sleeping right now? Don't you worry? And I remember what he told me, and it was such a great comment. He was just like, well, why do I have to worry? You're doing it. You're doing it for me. So I was like, all right, well, that's great. But he's right, and then I think at some point I read something, I heard something, here comes some more rain, where it was, what does worry actually do, right? Does it fix the problem? Me laying in bed late at night or in the middle of the night, worried about my son, was it protecting him? And somehow in my head, was it? Is that going to keep him safe? And it wasn't really. There was, all it was doing is keeping me awake. And so at some point, you talk about Jesus take the wheel. That's pretty much what I did. I said, you know what? Me worrying isn't going to fix the problem, right? So I have to let it go and just trust that he's going to be okay. And I got better at it. I can say I got better about worrying about him in the middle of the night. But I still worry about my kids all the time, and I worry about my animals, and I worry about everything under the sun. And every time my kids leave the house, I'm always like, okay, well, let me know when you get home safe, and I'll stay up and wait for them to get home and wait for them to, come back in through the door. And I know logically that me worrying about them and me waiting for them is not protecting them. It's just not. But yet I continue to do it. And so, I don't have a solution for you. I really don't, except that I just keep trying, and I keep reminding myself that worrying does not fix the problem. And usually the solutions that you come up with, whether it's protecting your children or, you're worried about your finances or worried about paying for something, those solutions that you come up with at 2 a.m., they may seem like good ones. They rarely are. And so somehow we just need to let go, right? We just need to let go and go, you know what, either it's going to work or it's not. But me being awake and worrying about it is not fixing the problem. Either I need to get up and take action, or I need to roll over and go to bed, which is an action. So, getting a good night's sleep maybe helps you think better the next day. So it's just something I struggle with all the time. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys. I wish I had a solution. I'm just not great at it, but But I am glad all of you are here this morning. I'm glad you're here to enjoy the sunrise with me. It's an interesting sunrise this morning because it's right behind that bank of clouds, right? You really can't see it, but it's there. It's like this little strip, and you can see the glow coming through that little strip. And it's there, and I guess, we just have to trust that it's there. It's beautiful anyways. It's still shining on the water. The waves are still beautiful. The birds are beautiful. So I'm really so glad all of you are here this morning. I look forward to our little chats on Tuesday mornings, and we are going to do a live one. I promise you we're going to do an in-person one when the weather is a little bit better and a little more consistent. And we are definitely going to do a sunset one too. So, thanks everybody for being a part of my Tuesday sunrises. Oh, you know what? I have a favor to ask of all of you. If you're still watching, I am so close to 1,000 followers on this page. And somehow that's like some cool little milestone, right? I would love to cross over that milestone. So if you could share it and tell people about it and get other people to follow this, it would be such a cool thing if I could pass 1,000 this week. I don't know. It'd be exciting. So if you feel like it, if you could just share it with whoever you want to and say, hey, come watch our Tuesday sunrises with us, that'd be fun. So I'm so glad all of you are here. And yeah, we never stop worrying about our children, ever, ever, ever. Yeah, praying helps. Meditation helps me too in the middle of the night too. Sometimes I just start doing some breathing and meditation and try to let it go. I can't say it works perfectly, but it helps. But none of us are perfect. We're just we're people in progress, getting better each day, hopefully. So perfection is not the name of the game. But oh man, I'm so glad all of you are here this morning. It makes me feel great. I really honestly feel like all of you are here with me. It's fun. So, all right, I'm gonna be quiet so you can hear the beautiful sounds. And I hope everybody has a lovely, wonderful week. And that, as my principal used to say, make it a good day. So, see you later. I'm gonna watch the sunrise. Look at it, it's so cool. It's coming through. It's pretty, isn't it? Oh, have a great week, everyone. Thanks for being a part of our little crew here. See you later.